Well, good morning, good afternoon. It's November 2nd, and it's about 55 degrees out, a little cool. I'm going to dress in some layers today. I got a base layer underneath my Kevlar motorcycle jeans and a Reebok spandex long underwear thermal, I guess it's called, to put underneath the leather jacket. Today, I'm going to search for the holy grail of Connecticut motorcycle enduro trails. The Patchaug State Forest has a motorcycle enduro trail that is about 52 or 53 miles long. Unfortunately, it's about an hour from here, so I'm gonna have to dress a little warm, cut through some towns and get down there, avoid the highways. And I'm thinking I'll probably try to knock out maybe an hour of riding down there. I think that will be enough to kind of test the waters down there. Now, I've been looking on maps, Onyx Off-Road, my printed maps, which are supposed to have all the state parks and stuff. I've downloaded from the state of Connecticut website the Pachaug Enduro Trail, which has some pretty good information, but the map doesn't really have road names on it. It's like one of those typical state maps where it shows you the route, but it's kind of hard to tell where it actually goes. I think this trail actually is well marked. On the state website, it looked like there might be like red arrows or trailblazers to kind of show you where to go. There were also some black diamonds on the trail that maybe mean that that's going to be a little more difficult to traverse that area. But I don't know. For a place that's kind of well known in the motorcycle community, I'm surprised there isn't easier access to like a GPX file somewhere out there. I looked on all trails, on X Off-Road. I don't get it. I mean, that's what that app is for, right? Shouldn't they already have like a preloaded map of that GPX that you can load in and then just follow it? Maybe that function's in there and I'm just not smart enough to find it. Anyway, we're gonna do our own research. When I get down there, I'll track it and create a GPX in Onyx Off-Road, and hopefully it's not too cold today to get a good ride in. Let's hit the road. So I've made it out to Canterbury. It took about 45 minutes or so. It's about 55 degrees. It was a pretty comfortable ride. I will say my fingertips are starting to get a little bit cold. Not to the point of needing heated gloves, but would have been a much better, another 5 degrees would have made this a little more fun. I'm going to start tracking the ride from here, and we'll see what it looks like when we get there. All right, well, I made it here to Dow Road and the entrance to Patchaug Enduro Trail. Unfortunately, when I got here, there were some people loading up their bikes, some young kids with, I think they're like CRF 75s, Hondas and stuff. Looking a little disappointed, as I am too, because as I got here, there was a notice posted saying Pachaug Enduro Trail temporarily closed due to elevated fire danger. All traffic prohibited. Wish they had posted that on their website. When I went on there this morning, there was no mention of that. But I think what I'll do is park here for a few minutes and take a walk down the trail. Let's go take a look. Well, for 50 yards, doesn't look like it's anything the KTM 390 Adventure couldn't handle. Let's see what's up ahead a little further. I mean, there are some recent tire tracks here. Maybe those kids that were here did go out for a ride. And I'm not sure how riding a motorcycle on a trail is going to create any more of a fire hazard than somebody that's out walking. Well, this could be a bit of a challenge without knobby tires. I mean, yeah, this does look like a lot of fun, doesn't it? And it looks like it is well marked, so these must be the blazes that they used to kind of mark off the trail. Oh, that's too bad. This could really be a good time. I think this is actually going to be probably a 2 or 3 day endeavor to check this whole area out once it gets reopened. Well, upon return home and upon further review, I think it's probably best that I did not attempt the Enduro loop at the Patchaug State Forest. Taking a look at some videos online and some guys that posted their videos on there. Take a look at this from Haza Adventures. Oh, shit. This is just probably a little more than I could handle. And Jacob Boone, who has a ton of videos out there, it is obviously a very experienced rider, had this to show.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think I'm going to try this path. Well, I'm going to let you know what trouble I get in here. Uh-oh. I think I actually see a not so bad way to go. It looks bad, but I don't think it's actually all that bad. Yeah, not so bad.
I would not want to attempt this on a KTM 390. And Christopherlepore had a video that started at the same entrance that I was starting at, and you know, for the first minute or so I'm like, all right, I could probably manage that. And then about 4 minutes in, guys obviously have the right equipment and the right experience and the right bike for this kind of trail. So my return to Pachaug will probably not involve the Enduro trail, the Enduro loop, but there are plenty of dirt roads there that look like they're about my speed and probably much more manageable for a guy of my ability. So some future follow-up there. I'm not sure if I'll get out there before the end of the year as the weather starts to cool off and the daylight hours are much shorter. Might have to wait until spring. But at least it was a nice ride, a lot of road riding today, and just warm enough to make it worthwhile to check out eastern Connecticut and almost out to the Rhode Island border.